Francis Ngannou broke down in tears after scoring a thumping first-round knockout win over Renan Ferreira in his return to mixed martial arts. The multidiscipline combat sports athlete left the UFC as the promotion's heavyweight champion, entered boxing for a two-fight stint but lost to Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. His clash with PFL MMA champion Renan Ferreira was his first for the upstart league. On Saturday, in Saudi Arabia. It was a successful one as he obliterated Ferreira, and then dedicated the win to his late, young son, Kobe, who died earlier this year. There were various storylines heading into the Ngannou vs Ferreira super fight in PFL MMA, namely, would Ngannou be the same fighter after the vicious beating Anthony Joshua gave him in boxing earlier this year, and barely training in MMA? Considering his exploits in boxing, instead. But Ngannou said throughout the build-up that he wanted to return to competitive sport to keep the memory of his late son, Kobe, alive. On Saturday, in Saudi Arabia, Ngannou looked back to his best as he made quick, light work of Ferreira, putting the big Brazilian into a vulnerable position early on, and just hitting him with all kinds of shots, hammer fists, until the 6'8" star was out cold. Then the referee called it. It was over. Ngannou had done it. "I can't think about anything but my son, Kobe," said Ngannou, immediately after his win. "I hope they can remember his name. Thank you everything for coming. Thank you for Riyadh, for being a great host. For the people here, very lovely. Supporting. It is unclear where Ngannou goes from here." He did seem to say, "I'm done," during his post-fight speech, to indicate that he could perhaps not keep fighting when he had suffered such a tragic loss, similar to how Khabib Nurmagomedov felt after returning to MMA for one fight following the death of his father, Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov. Khabib retired after. There are big fights for Ngannou, just like there were for Nurmagomedov in 2020. At heavyweight, a cross-promoted bout between Ngannou and Jon Jones would be a monster at both the gate and the box office. He could also generate interest in a two-fight deal with Deontay Wilder in both boxing and PFL MMA.